Who's this Jimmy?
Lewis.
Who are you talking about? Jimmy something? Jimmy Witherspoon?
Nobody knew who he was.
Lewis.
Jimmy.
Who's this Jimmy?
Lewis.
Jimmy.
Who's this Jimmy?
Lewis.
Who's this Jimmy?
Lewis.
Who's this Jimmy?
Just kept on doing it.
Moto.
Jeremy. How you
There we
feeling?
go. Got all this
sure
other
it's that new
stuff going
Superman
on here. Pause. There we go. Okay, everybody, welcome to Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. My name is Jimmy Lewis, and watch Bang.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The bloody miracles of modern
Yeah.
science, lad. That was fantastic.
I can bring people in like magic.
It's unbelievable.
There was no editing involved in that.
No?
No editing.
Send us
Okay.
your drug-crazed, cult-bent masses.
Okay. I'm going to do a quick sound check while we're getting started here to make sure everything sounds okay. Tonight, we are blessed or cursed, depending on how this goes, with having two wonderful, charming, entertaining, and lovable co-hosts tonight.
Leave me out of this.
Gene Woods and Jerry Bernardo.
Gene Woods, 3-time National Speedway champion, all-around nice guy, owner of Gene Woods Racing Experience, go-kart track, drift track on Fremont Street, one of the most famous streets in the world. Not just America, not the United States, and not even Nevada. The fucking world, people.
Do I have to do your promo now?
No, I don't have a promo.
I'm pretty sure that,
On the
okay.
screen right here is Jeremy McGrath's butt's frozen on Motor World 2. That's very
We're
disturbing.
going to talk about Motor World too.
Okay.
We're going to talk about a lot of different things here.
And of course, Jimmy Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, the world's fastest slow bike rider.
I called myself out for that this week. I mean, I don't like to talk about myself much in this podcast. but I did a test on a Yamaha WR125 where it's pretty slow bike.
The one in the garage.
Yeah, and I'm fast on it. So I alluded to the fact that somebody may have called me that in the past. Like, it was in print.
Even with that front tire that's on there, you could go fast.
I complained about
That's
that.
like a dual sport tire.
No,
right?
I was complaining about it. I was kind of curious because I had to watch. I forgot about the Instagrammers over here.
Sorry to interrupt.
We're live
Is
on
that a
Instagram
stock-
right now.
Is that a stock tire, that front tire? That comes stock on that bike?
Yes, that is the stock
The
front
dual
tire.
sport tire.
So here's us live in studio Instagram. I'm holding my phone up. Oh, we're not doing this again, are we?
What are we doing?
It's freezing.
What is?
The frame drops on the show. Yeah.
Great.
Oh boy, I thought I
Oh,
fixed
no.
all this. That's okay. I like it when it looks like a kind of like comedy festival. Hold
So
on, let's see if
does it frame freeze drop, but then the audio stays the same?
audio's going to be fine.
We'll fix it then.
Fix the frame freeze dropping.
Jimmy?
Can you do a monologue for a few minutes, Jerry?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm going to hang up on the Instagrammers because you have to pay for this.
All
You have to go to the OnlyFans account or no, it's Grinder, right? Yeah, whatever. So you go there right now.
Fake you don't know what that means, Gene.
And so you can go follow us on our YouTube and our Facebook. We're live there right now, delayed just a little bit, and we're going to fix the video quality. See ya. Okay, bye. Later. Out of here. Over. End. Okay, I'm done with that.
So this is still running?
Yeah, that's kind of working. And here's the guest. Like, you guys wave at the camera there. Look at wave there.
Been freeze
So that
drop?
one works. This one here
It's a
is a little problematic.
What's the camera set at? They're all
Wait,
1080p?
okay. These are questions that
Are they 1080p right now? Is that what you're
no,
sending it
no,
out at?
they're less. I will look at it right here. Let me see if I can.
Try and fix it. If you want, we can tell stories.
Okay, tell some stories.
Hey, Gene,
Yes, Jerry.
can you tell me the story about the time
No.
you were racing Speedway and that guy was giving you shit because you were crowding him, or he thought you were crowding him on the line, and then you addressed it rather quickly? Explain in detail, because this is a
I
good
remember.
story.
This was just Costa Mesa one night in a heat race, and there was a guy named Walt Farnham. We used to call him Fart Warnham. And we line up for this heat race. I'm in 3, and I always like to go to the dirt in the first corner. He's in 4, and I line up right on the line, legal. Well, he puts his hand up, gets the referee over there, stops the race, stops the start, tells the referee, I need to scoot over. I'm like, referee scoots me over. I'm like, okay, we'll see how this goes for you in the first corner. We didn't make it to the first corner. The tapes went up. We took off, and I picked my right foot up, and I put it on top of the engine case. And a Speedway bike has about a 10-inch foot peg that's solid out the right side. And I just moved over and stuck in this front wheel, and it literally stopped both of our bikes, but it ripped 90% of the spokes out of his front wheel, and his forks are sitting on the ground. And that was the start of the race, and he didn't make the restart. So it was okay.
Yeah, well, he should have
That was
listened.
it.
I lowered the audio quality on the thing. So
that
I mean,
better?
not the audio quality, the
The video quality.
video quality. You know,
So where was it at?
I'm not a tech. It was at highest, and I put it to lowest.
No, don't do it lowest. Do it somewhere in the middle. At like 720.
It-
It's at 1080. You're good.
I don't get. I don't even get to that. That option doesn't exist here.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that I don't know what I'm
Because it's going
doing.
to get grainy at low.
You realize
No
we're in
broadcaster.
Pahrump.
Don't
land
watch
of
it.
The
Then
Valley of the Dirt People.
if you're watching this, if you're really watching this to watch three old
follically challenged.
gentlemen sit around and talk, if you're really into watching that, I mean, every once in a while I'll hold up a prop like a double take mirror. This is a sponsor I forgot to tell you about, Jerry.
It's not on the list.
I know it's not on the list. Every once in a while I'll hold up a prop, and I usually say what it is, but then you can see what it is.
Right.
But if I say, hey, I'm going to hold up the breakable bulletproof designs front disc rotor protector made out of can be used as firewood after it's broken, so it's recyclable. Then I hold it up at the thing, and right now all you're getting is super glitchy camera, so I didn't fix it. So this show really, but if I go to the guest camera, I can put it in front of you guys, and it's all good. So
It's slower. Well,
It's-
maybe
How much delay is there?
I can turn the camera on and off. There's not that much delay.
Not bad.
Yeah. So
anyhow, nonetheless, we'd like to thank our sponsors.
yeah, and hold their products up in the air, and that's why we need video, because it's a pod
Tech
show.
Talk Taco Tuesday.
Starting
sponsored
off,
by-
starting off with a bang.
You want me to
Yamaha.
just take one of these cameras and adjust it so it puts everybody in one frame, and you can just leave the other one off. That's not
Oh,
good?
we could switch the cameras.
Yeah.
We could angle the cameras differently.
What a finely tuned machine.
Well, I mean, most people that watch podcasts are people that are podcasters. They're like, it's like a feeding
They're
frenzy
going to critique
of
it.
of things. Yeah. So they're learning how to do it because we have such a professional operation here. They go, I'm going to watch one of the best motorcycle podcasts known to man. So they tune into Tech Talk
The
Taco
best
Tuesday.
ever in Pahrump.
Right. Today, the one that's on right now.
I am biting my tongue.
What, really? There's a first time for everything, isn't
No,
there?
in reference it to being
Jerry,
the best.
Jerry's
I just have to take a little sip of this vodka.
Jerry's just getting wound up. Yep.
So you want me to move any of these cameras?
No, not yet. This is fine. It'll figure itself out. I'm going to blame the guy that wired my network because I know he's a lurker. He sneaks into the chat room. He's probably in there right now.
He's a looky-loo.
I haven't seen. You know what's crazy
He's a voyeur.
is there's 16,000 people in the chat room right now. And,
yeah, right.
Yeah, and they're
No,
they're
that's that other weirdo chat room that
they're-
you hang out in.
oh, it is? No, yeah, but I haven't seen any of the comments yet. But the comments are coming up here, so I need to reload this.
Just take your time, take a deep breath, okay?
How about have a nice stiff drink?
How about you have a drink and I'll say what all the sponsors are.
Okay.
Okay. Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, live from the Valley of the Dirt People here in Pahrump, Nevada, which is one flush away from Las Vegas. That way is sponsored by Yamaha, Bulletproof, Tugger, Taco Moto, Climb, FAHQ Racing. My mom won't let me say that even though she's dead.
Racing.
And what's that bottom one? Oh, Gene Woods Racing Entertainment. We just put you on as a sponsor.
Oh, thank you.
You
Yeah, I'm
if you wanna-
sponsored.
if you want to go race go-karts, come down to Fremont Street, drift track, indoor, right behind Denny's. Good time, good fun. And we also want to thank Jimmy for not being drunk
It's a
yet.
good thing.
You
it's a
knocked my
good-
thing over.
It's a good thing you're going to have to get closer. It's going to look at. I hate to point this out, but I don't believe Jerry or Gene's mics are on. No, they're on.
No, you did that deliberately.
So maybe I could turn mine down a little
Look,
bit
look.
and turn yours up.
Chris Williams,
Oh,
editor extraordinaire.
There we go.
Chris, can you hear us?
We're hearing them through Jimmy. See, he actually knew that somehow that my mic was
I
catching
just
it.
want to throw him a bone
See-
real quick. If it wasn't for Chris Williams,
See your
Moto
audio
World
levels?
2 wouldn't have made its way back onto YouTube or back out of the sarcophagus that it's been living in for 30 years. Chris Williams is one of the
Don't-
editors from Seals Communications, a guy I work with at Moto World 2. Unbelievable. Does a lot of stuff with Todd Huffman. If you've ever gone to Trailblazers, all those cool videos, he works on all that stuff. Super talented kid and a pet lover. So if he says the audio shit, the kid knows.
Don't worry.
Yes, I can hear you now.
We're just playing Motor World 2. I'm going to get a copyright violation.
You need me. You
No,
interviewed.
you're not. We
Michael
want to
ain't
thank
ready,
Lou
okay?
Seals,
You
the
could've got
owner
that
and
on your own.
CEO of Seals Communication,
You're
for
probably
hiring me. For hiring me to do Motor World 2 many, many years ago. And when we wanted to put everything on YouTube, we said, "Hey Lou, can we have your blessing?" He goes, "Go for it." And everybody's stoked. And there's been a lot of cool. Chris is doing all these really bitchin' under 2-minute reels, putting them on Instagram. So if you want to see the original Moto 90s, see how I said that?
The original Motor 90s.
The
Yeah.
original, the real Moto 90s. No knock on the new 2026 Moto 90s. Go check out Moto World 2 on YouTube.
I'm
What-
just
what was so funny about
I'm
that?
laughing at my video because you're gonna have to wear your headphones now because we're gonna start playing stuff off the screen
Oh,
and then
fuck my life.
oh you're here use the can we lower that microphone for you?
Oh, go ahead. Don't worry.
Angle it
Nobody
down.
wants to see me.
Well, hold on. I'll just check your angle. You
That's all right.
check your
I got
your
it
zone.
like this.
Well, now that we're 20 minutes into the show, we've got it kind of 14. We've got it really. It's working. They said they can hear us now in very clear video. So I think that's a thing. And then what's up from the land of tequila? That's the guy that sent me a pin. His name's Victor. He sent me a pin today, and he said if something goes wrong, this is my last known location. You might have to tell someone to come look for me here. Because
Victor Andrade.
yeah, he flew down to Guadalajara and he sent me pictures of him drinking out of a clear bottle and he was in some places, I guess, some
on
mezcal.
He's doing some site surveys for Sicario 4.
I don't know what
Mi
that is.
hermano.
Are you sure that it's picking up your mic? Because it sounds like it's picking up from Jimmy's mic. How about this one?
Like Jerry's picking up from.
Jerry's picking up from.
Let me try to turn
Jimmy's
this down.
mic.
Here,
Can
check.
you hear me clear in the headphones?
I can hear you pretty good. Here, well, yeah, I can. And then if you want more headphones, does that help out? You hear?
No.
No. Jerry, Jerry, say
I
hi.
can hear you clear.
Okay, I
Talk,
can.
Jerry.
Hi.
I can hear you good now.
Yeah, we're all good. It seems like it's working. I used to race motorcycles.
What?
Yeah, I was fast in dirt bike racing.
Really?
Now, that's okay. I know that a little. I used to sort of. Let's make good pod shows.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the best show ever.
This is the greatest show to ever kiss the ground here in Pahrump.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned something.
Oh, what?
You were fast.
Well, you've seen my go-kart times. You want me to go pull them
I
down
know
off the
that.
wall?
No, I know. On a
Yeah.
go-kart, you're outstanding.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually high praise.
In racing, unbelievable racer. Not such a great qualifier. Jerry outqualified you.
Yeah, almost every time.
So, but a great racer when the green flag drops.
Jimmy,
you
Bullshit
go to the
stops.
front.
Yeah.
Jimmy
go to the
Lewis
front.
is the 3-time back-to-back champion of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame event, pro celebrity go-kart race.
And-
He's won 3 years in a row.
Starting
Did
from the
I get
back.
second last year? It doesn't matter. Jimmy won. He smoked my ass. I looked like a fucking brisket when he was done.
I told you how to handle the start. I tried to help.
There were no slackers in that race. You beat some fast guys.
Dude, 10 guys on
Garth
track.
Brown,
Yeah, they're all
Sonny-
really
Sonny Nutter.
they're they're not people that don't have accomplishments. Let's put it this way: there was no real slackers out
I think
there.
even Billy Gray was in there. Billy Gray I think he made the main event at like 90 years old.
I probably nerfed him. I don't. That's why I don't race, because I kind of turn. It's like almost like before and after I'm on this podcast, like when I'm always an asshole. This is the only time
Before
I play
and
nice.
after?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
before. But during, I try to be nice and pretend that I'm nice to normal people and regular. But this is like penance. This podcast. Now that our sound is working, and Victor says, "Hey, Gene, Jimbo, and Jerry," and Trent says he can hear everyone just fine. So this show is Finally settled down, starting to work. Maybe the beer kicked in.
How's the
I don't know.
video? Is it jumping around or is it good?
Well, it's just is what it
Is
is.
there a bunch of latency? Is there like stalls?
Gene wants to take me to Vegas and put me in a real studio because he thinks I have some talent. But
I never said that.
I never heard you say that. That is bullshit.
You just interrupted me, Jerry.
Sorry.
I said he thinks I have some talent at racing around in a go-kart.
Oh.
But he does have a studio at the go-kart track, and that way I can maybe get better at qualifying.
It's not a studio. It's the World Center of Broadcast Media. It has 67,000 followers on Facebook sitting there waiting for you to insult.
And violate them. Violate their inner sanctity.
Okay. I want to get the ratings up on this show. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure that this show will help. Do you went to a NASCAR in Moto World too?
Rev it up. When we changed, it was Moto World 2 for a couple of years, and then we decided to, ESPN 2 wanted us to switch it up, expand our horizons, so we made it all things motorsport. So we went to monster truck races, NASCAR,
Talladega.
jet skis, Talladega, you name it. If it has a motor and gas and will catch on fire and burn someone to death, we went and did a show about it.
Two of my favorite clips.
I'm gonna have a donut.
You asked
I'll be right with
this
you.
on the screen.
Need my 100,000. We got to go.
Hey, the donut boy, just go ahead and give me my money and I can go ahead and get out of here.
Also on MW2.
You now?
I'll be right with you. The kart drivers, they're doing a little charity event down in Fontana, California. These guys are really gonna go for it. Bavarian
Was that a
cream.
Nikki Hayden hat?
We're gonna go down there and have some fun.
Was it a what?
Nikki Hayden hat.
Might have been. I don't know.
I can't get that right through here.
I was looking at the donut.
Hey,
I don't want that.
You got the wrong one. It's my money. No.
Okay. So we'll figure this out. I'm gonna get this show tightened up. Maybe at the World Center of Broadcasting. I don't know.
When are we going to talk about the Tenere thing?
Oh, I forgot about that. That was on my.
That's why I reminded you.
Is on my list because
Let's talk about it right now.
I don't want to turn this whole show into a sponsor plug.
No, but that's a good story.
No, it's a really good story. So
Let's hear it.
Did I tell you this? I didn't tell you this story.
I saved it for tonight, Jimmy. Okay.
So Yamaha is having an event called the Tenere Trek up in Tamarack, Idaho, and the event's going to sell out. It's pretty cool. I get to do schools again. I get to teach people how to ride Yamaha dirt bikes, Teneres, off road. And this is a really cool thing that Yamaha and I put together. It's crazy because I don't think anybody will do it. But if you want to buy a Tenere right now, and you go buy a Tenere, and you want to go to that event, I'll get you into that event. And then I'll make sure you get in one of the classes.
My buddy Clifford just bought a Tenere.
He should show me.
In New Hampshire, a Tenere, which weighs?
A Tenere probably weighs 419 pounds.
And Clifford, that weighs?
150 pounds.
Hey, but he bought one, so he's out riding. If he's not riding, he's not having fun. So.
He's insignificant.
In the world of weight?
In the weight compared to the motorcycle. I mean, 150 pounds is a lot of weight to throw around, but that extra 50 pounds makes a big difference.
So if he stops doing heroin, he can gain weight?
Haven't tried that.
Neither is Clifford.
Good.
Clifford, if you're out there, I love you, brother.
Yeah. So
here's a quick story about Clifford. I swear to God, this is the honest to God truth. Clifford Owens' dad died mysterious death. He was murdered. I swear to God, it's true. They found him in the trunk of his car, frozen in the Corning parking lot, missing for 3 weeks. Okay, nobody ever knows how Arthur Owens died. Gunshot to the chest. Later on in life, remember them little baby on board, the little diamonds? You know, when they first came out, the little sticker, baby on board.
Yeah.
We were at a party one night, and I looked over to Cliff, and I said, hey, Cliff, you know them little baby on board? You should get one that says father in trunk. I swear to God. No, I said it.
You didn't call me up and say we were going to do a joke show.
Oh, I have a joke.
That wasn't a joke. That's the truth.
That's a story.
That's a story.
Hey, sometimes people die. Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is true. Okay.
Tenere.
So if you buy a Tenere, recently, and you want to go to this Yamaha Tenere Trek, hit me up, Jimmy@dirtbiketest.com. Let me know, and I will make sure you can get an entry to that event. So it's in Tamarack, Idaho. It's going to be awesome riding. It's just beautiful riding up there. adventure bike riding, and me and the beautiful wife are doing schools up there for a couple days.
Beautiful wife, Heather. Now, just real quick, I want to let you know that Jim used to teach motorcycle riding tips, how to improve your riding. He used to do it right here, but he doesn't do the schools anymore. And it isn't because he doesn't want to do the schools, and it isn't because he didn't make any money doing the schools.
No, I didn't make any money.
Shut up. He's very well versed at instructing you the things you may or may not be doing right, whether you want to go fast or be safe. It was an insurance thing. The insurance costs just skyrocketed insurmountably. I don't know if that's the right word.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
That's it.
like a lot. If it was really a lot, we'd say it was a fucking lot. Okay. So now he's going to be able to teach you how to ride specifically on a Tenere adventure bike riding. You could show people how to pick them up, legs lift, backs bend because they're heavy, things of that nature. Weighting peg.
It's a Tenere. It's a Yamaha. It never tips over.
100%.
Yeah, Yamaha.
Sponsor of the show.
Yeah, Yamaha sponsor of the show, and you have to be on a Yamaha to go to this event.
Yeah.
So that's why because some people said I want to come and take your class here, you're teaching. I go, well, then you have to have a Yamaha, and they're like, I don't have a Yamaha, and I'm like, go buy a Yamaha. Like, I just thought that would be nice.
Get a pizza, buy a Yamaha.
Yeah, buy a Yamaha. Go to your dealer and buy a Tenere. Was there Taco Tuesday though?
No, we went to Romero's and we had Mexican food, and I had chili Colorado.
I had a taco.
You had a taco. What'd you have?
I had a taco and chili relleno and enchilada.
Which is a number 9 if you know anything about Romero's.
Yeah, Romero's Mexican food, where it'll be the home.
Then when I got back here, I had a number 2.
It's a
touche.
It was the massage chair.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was the massage chair.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
This podcast was born in that bar at Romero's.
Yeah.
That's the very first episode. I should call that up. And Janie, that's my bartender, says, Jerry, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I'm the only one that can say those words, Janie.
Yeah.
But you can type them all you want.
Because we don't have...
You little hussy.
Yeah. So, Janie, I need somebody to come over here and pour my new tequila for me. And maybe you could come and have a sip. I'll put it on the emergency camera right here. This is El Ateo, brand new. I got a Blanco and an Anejo. But
Can I take a... Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Can I take a minute out to give a shout out to one of my new sponsors?
Yes.
Well, actually, it's not my new sponsor. I FAQ Racing, sponsor a team, GTBN team, which is a
International 6-day enduro
ISD club team. And this year we got a really strong force with Jaden Donners, Tyler Vore, and Leighton Smale. And Leighton Smale is just slaying the dragon racing lately. All those guys are monsters.
Son of Lance Smale.
Yep.
Who I had the pleasure of racing against.
Very professional motocrosser from back in the day. Anyhow, nonetheless, the boys are going to Portugal to race in the ISD this year, and we have a bunch of good sponsors, and we have a new sponsor on board. A friend of mine, Susie, owns Stardust Video in Everett, Massachusetts, and it's for adult entertainment, and there's no batteries involved anymore. Now everything's USB. So I just wanted to give a shout out, Susie. Thanks for hooking the boys up. And there's no hidden pun there.
So she runs a video shop, you said?
Yeah, but they sell stuff too.
Sell stuff, right?
It looks like candles.
It's really hard for video shops to make it these days.
No, times are tough, but
yeah.
I mean,
she was the biggest supporter of the team, besides you.
It's one of the longest running adult entertainment stores in Boston. Okay,
That's
its claim to fame?
How does the AMA feel about that portion of the sponsorship?
You want me to actually answer a question about what I think how the AMA feels?
Hold on a second. I got a sticker for this. No, I don't. It's over there.
Okay.
No, we'll stop the discussion right now.
Okay. Yeah. Me and the AMA get along. Okay. We're like this. This is me. This is the AMA.
Visually, it was there. Okay.
See, Susie's right there.
Yeah. Hey, Susie. Yeah, baby. That's what she says on the chat. Good to see. And Lou Seals. Holy crap.
I'm telling you, seriously, it sounds like we're sucking up, but Joe Colombero called up Lou Seals and said, hey, this kid paints helmets out of Wrightwood. He's a bit crazy, but he paints really killer lids. Lou Seals sent up Ed Coughlin and Dan Walsh. You know Dan.
Yeah.
And they did a feature on me, and that was literally how I got my foot in the door to be on television. Now, Lou Talk about rolling the dice. Walking in, talking to guys like Mel Harris at Suzuki and the boys at Honda, Ray Blanket saying, "Can you give me a lot of money so I can put this asshole on TV?" But then we were on TV for 5 years in a row.
Paint sniffing, helmet painting.
Two-time Cable Ace nominated television show. Suck it.
I thought you weren't going to talk about yourself on this show.
No, I'm giving
You
Lou
quit
props.
quit copying me.
I'm giving Lou props.
I know,
wanted
Lou.
to thank him.
That was. I didn't. I was racing at the time, and I didn't know how that was going to work.
Yeah. We did a show at Gene's go-kart track. We did a show at Victorville at Gene's
Victimville.
Speedway track back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how you guys met?
Who was there? Who was on that show? Heavy hitters. Gene Woods was there. I was
Doug-
there. But who was there?
Doug DeMocas,
The Wheelie King.
Rocket Rex Staten.
Did he punch you?
No, Rex jumped like about, what,
14 cars
to flat.
to flat ground,
Then
and then hit the crash wall. I mean, smacked the crash wall. Couldn't get it stopped.
And then the crash wall had to go to the hospital.
Sounds about right.
No, seriously. No, it was a good time. And me and him, wait, here's the best thing. Gene, did me and you ride the sidecars?
Yeah, we raced a sidecar against the national champions.
Quick question. Have you ever raced a sidecar before?
No, that was our first time.
Okay. Has the guy that was the monkey on the back ever done it?
No, he never did it either, and it was pretty amazing
Did
because
we almost get killed?
we almost killed the world champions, or the national champions at the time. I thought we could pass them, and we did.
Wait,
Just-
you were driving? He was
I
monkey.
driving, he was
Yeah.
monkeying. It was pretty scary. Thousand.
Yeah, I know. I've seen those things.
They're a handful.
So for anybody who's just listening to this, if you have the opportunity to go see motorcycle speedway, like real motorcycle speedway, I don't care where it is, whether it's these long tracks in Europe or you go to these little tiny rinky-dink ones in Costa Mesa, it is some of the coolest spectating sport. It smells good. It sounds great.
You'll see 20 races a night.
Yeah.
You don't just see one race. You'll see 20
Yeah.
races.
But here's my point that I like to tell people about Speedway.
Gargle that thing if you didn't know already.
I said, baby, what are you wearing under those overalls? The thing I like the most about Speedway is you really don't have to know a lot about it. They all line up and take off, and it's only 4 laps, and you can see who's in front. So it's user-friendly insofar as ingesting the racing and who takes the victory. And
Yeah.
it's short and sweet. It's kind of like the prom night of motorcycle racing.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the other place, not just Costa Mesa, industry
City
racing.
of Industry, Kelly Inman's a promoter there. He's the lifeline of Speedway at this point. Speedway's not doing so great here,
Yeah.
but Kelly is keeping it alive. Him and Brad Oxley are keeping the sport alive.
And we're going down there on the 25th for.
25th is the Legends and Heroes night. I call it Old Timers night. That's what we're going to go down there for that.
You racing?
Going to be no, it's just a get together and everybody sits around and BS's and signs
Why don't you start
autographs.
talking some crap right now, Gene, and tell all your buddies, I don't want to call them old buddies, but they are. Tell all your buddies that you could kick their ass still.
I can't even remember their names. Are you kidding?
You got plenty of bikes. I just take that ice spike bike that you have at the Gene Woods Racing Experience on Fremont Street in Las Vegas. I would
What
take
was the address again?
dude, there's no addresses there. You just go to the end of the Fremont Street right before you get hit by a car when you cross the street. And right after you don't do that, there's a guy standing there with a thing, and it tells you that you get $5 off at the go-kart track, and you just go into the back. They're drift carts. They're awesome. I'm really, really, really fun having time there.
I know the
thought I was gonna
address. It's 450 Fremont Street, number 171, just behind Denny's in the Neonopolis building.
But-
Come and race go-karts with Jimmy Lewis. He is the fastest. He will be in front of you, and you can look at his ass.
Well, no, you can't because it's tucked in that bucket seat.
God,
and I
so
get low.
so technical.
But what I was saying is in the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame Museum, which is there housed at the Speedway track,
Yep.
there's a Speedway bike with spikes, ice racing Speedway bike. Just take that.
Ride that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good for, actually a friend of mine went to Europe on the big Speedway tracks with his ice bike and went out there and they ran 4 laps and he knocked at every track he went to, he knocked at least 3 or 4 seconds off the track record
With
one of those
that
bikes.
with that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bruce Cribb. Unbelievable.
So anyway, yeah, go check out Speedway racing. And Lucille says there is only one Jerry Bernardo. I would ask Lou if he still has the attention span to watch to watch us.
I thought there were 6.
Is Lou? I mean, is Jerry kind of mellowed out a little bit?
Larry Naston once said Jerry Bernardo is like a train. He can derail at any minute. Gene, you be the judge.
Jerry plus 6. Oh.
Yeah, that's it. You go, can I bring a +1? He goes, it's Jerry. Just put a 6. His 6 personalities. Hey, and I'm sober 37 years. Can you fucking guys imagine if I still drank and did drugs? It would be the end of the world.
It's driving me.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Sip it up.
It's you know, this is good. This is really good stuff.
Also tonight on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, we have Roost or Endo, which is basically you send us in a photo of your motorcycle and we look at it and we decide whether we think the thing roosts, a.k.a. hauls ass, or if we think it endos, a.k.a. sucks and is a piece of crap. No offense, but one has to win, one has to lose. We have a head-to-head competition going tonight. We have 2 bikes coming in. And is somebody going to win something, a $100 gift certificate from Taco Moto?
Brought to you by Taco Moto.
How's that? I even remembered that.
TacoMoto.co.
You don't even need him.
I need Jimmy.
Oh,
No,
We
you don't.
go-
I'll get up and leave.
We go way back.
That's that night in Puerto Maldonado.
broke back.
I've got that queued up right now. Believe it or not. Just so you know. Here, let's see if we can get.
How
this.
fast is Jimmy Lewis? He won the Incas Rally in Peru with Arnaldo Nicoli,
We
a
gotta
very
get past the
famous
intro.
enduro racer.
Look, there's your buddy Chris Smith.
Chris Smith, you know, he finished on gold in Finland. Tough race. Great rider. I'm on an XR600. He's riding a nice little ZR250.
Me and Johnny talked about XR600s last week.
I don't know where we are, but we're about 11,000 feet. 3-camera shoot, 2-hole show.
Dougie.
This is insane. We've been training big time and hard all year long. They're filming me for international television. Check it out. You can do whatever you want, but look out because there's a lot of guys in this place.
You're lucky the seats didn't come unscrewed out of that plane.
We were in a freaking cargo plane, and they said, empty all the gas out of all the bikes, and somebody didn't. All of a sudden, we're in there, and we could smell gas. The guys in the plane were flipping out.
Franco.
I want to be like Franco when I grow up. Check it out. 2 shows, MW2, the Incas Rally by a Chervis. Unbelievable. You ready to ride? Ready. These guys are from Chile, but they know a lot of cool stuff that I don't know. They're going to teach me everything.
Carlo de Guevara.
One of the Chilean enduro champions.
And also a Dakar rider.
Didn't he finish behind you and I?
Yes. We don't.
On camera shake.
No, we're not on camera. We're watching. We're doing a Suzuki ad right now. Wait, oh, hold on, I got to stop this. This show is sponsored by Yamaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yamaha. Oh, hold on a second.
That was
that
was 30.
No, that's a rooster enderfoil. That's the wrong thing. Oh, we got to watch
30
a video.
years ago.
Oh, I don't know how this thing works.
Take a deep breath.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's like I wore a Honda shirt on the show last week. No, 2 weeks ago.
You know, sometimes you have to ride a Suzuki.
I had good luck on Suzuki's.
Hey, Ken Roxon kicked ass this
yeah,
year.
didn't it win a
So take
Supercross?
that.
Didn't. Okay, hold on a second. Lucille says Jerry needs to explain how he trained Ryan Seacrest when he was 18 in reality TV for our Radical Outdoor Challenge on ESPN2.
It was a show on ESPN2, Radical Outdoor Challenge, that Seals Communications put on. And Lou discovered a young Ryan Seacrest who had never done any television whatsoever. And Ryan was the host of the show. It was Radical Outdoor Challenge. You know, they got young kids, I don't know, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14 around there. And they rode bikes and did crazy stuff, real physical outside. And Ryan was the host. And Lou came up with the great idea, like he always does. Hey, we should have Jerry be a guest host. So I show up. Ryan Seacrest is standing there with the mic. I conned him into letting me go in the lake. I go in the lake and I go underwater and he's talking, the camera shot. I stand up out of the water and Ryan Seacrest is like, the fuck? Way back in the day. So that's how Ryan got his start, and he's still in the business. I don't know if he's had plastic surgery, Botox, lip filler,
Who is
an
he?
extension.
Who is it?
He discovered the Kardashians.
Okay. I don't know who they are either.
Lou Seals discovered Ryan Seacrest, who discovered the Kardashians.
Right. Didn't he have a radio show?
He's got a lot of stuff. Anyhow, nonetheless, that's that. You thought I'd forget Lou. Well, I don't, because my mind is a steel trap.
Nothing gets in or out.
However it works. Okay, so we will do Rooster Ender later tonight now. But yeah, Motor World 2. Let's scroll past that commercial of the competing brand, because this show is brought to you by Yamaha. And there's more dancing girls and more Chris Smith. I'm just looking for a part with me in it. Can I do that?
We went down to Peru in 1996 and had a 6-day-long rally, but it was a made-for-TV rally, so we weren't following GPSs. We had 2 stages each day.
I found.
And
Hold on a second.
It was a team race. Look at that right there. Nicolai Lewis, Bernardo Smith.
Yeah.
And then the guys from Chile.
We'll go here. We'll play a little segment. How come he's looking back for you?
It was a team race. We both had to finish at the same time.
I knew we were going fast, but I didn't know how fast everybody else was going.
Maybe my zip is open.
Second in the very first special test.
All I have to say is the people in front of me is Arnaldo Nicoli and Jimmy Lewis. That is balls out.
Ah, as a compliment? We're high-fiving right now.
You know, the event, we don't have a problem with the riding. It's the fact that there's no communication. So if we have to make a strategy or a plan, forget it. Because we were trying to about the gas, we didn't know when we were going to stop for gas or you know how far he should go ahead, or we just kind of winged it, and it worked out pretty good.
Notice how he's listening to everything I'm saying there.
Yeah, because Arnaldo Nicoli speaks Italian only.
6 minutes behind, then the Chilean team of Di Gavato and Lavalle.
Okay, enough of Jimmy Lewis. If you want to watch every single show from Motor World 2, we have 90% of all shows, 133 shows over 6 years, up on YouTube right now. So go to Motor World 2, like and subscribe, all that bullshit. And if you want to watch motorcycle racing from a long time ago, and if you want to complain about it, don't.
No, do it. Put it in the comments. Now that people can complain about it,
no,
they can
but
put it in
what
all the
I'm
comments.
what I'm saying is, you know how nowadays if you have something on TV, everybody gets on their phone, they're like, Conor McGregor, blah blah blah, the Lawrence brother, everybody bitches. This was 30 years ago. Half you guys were still keeping your dad's leg warm when we were making TV. Okay,
pro quad racing.
So take a deep breath.
Oh, look, there's Mercedes Gonzalez, women's
If you
motocross
like it,
champion.
watch it. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it.
Okay. Hey, wait, there's some famous kid. Hold on, let's see if we can get this video played. Here we go.
Jerry Bernardo commandeering the vehicle as lent to me by Fred Bramblett. I'm with Ziggy, Mrs. Beth Larocco, and Paul, mechanic extraordinaire. We are going to have a little feature.
You didn't have Mike Larocco on to do a monologue?
No, he would have kicked the shit out of me because I had his wife in my car.
My wife sat next to him in a plane flight back from back east, and he was real talkative, and I'm not kidding.
Awesome. The super cool sponsors of Factory Connections, Jack in the Box Honda, Mike Larocco, the man. Hey, can you give us 1 minute? Because we're just trying to make a little bit of television, but we'll be right with you. Thank you.
Hey,
that's what
I came on to watch Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, not this guy.
Well, you're that guy.
I am. Beat me with it. But I'm here at Washougal, and I'm telling you that the dirt looked good up in Unadilla. It was nothing.
We'd run Gene's videos, but he'd get in trouble.
A special blend by Brian Bonds and the boys in the Northwest. Larocco's bike, big power, factory connection suspension, and Jerry.
Wait, you raced?
I raced an amateur race on Larocco's bike.
And they put a helmet cam on you.
I have no idea. I remember Wyndham asked me about the whoops at Washougal, which are pretty big. He goes, "Did you seat bounce in?" I go, "No." He goes, "Did you seat bounce out?" I go, "No, I rolled every single one of those fucking things." I'm a woods guy. I'm not a motocross guy, but it was fun. The dirt was great. Beautiful track.
Washougal?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a good
no,
track.
it's beautiful. It's a little slippery. A lot
No,
slippery
I know,
it
but
looks.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
the setting, the trees, the Northwest, all that stuff.
You got to go to Jack in the Box. Did you get 2 tacos?
I mean, it's not really a Hallmark postcard of tracks.
It is too.
I just threw that out there.
Okay. It's nice. And Lucille says, don't forget about your 2 Cable Ace Awards. Oh, don't worry. He already told us. He already told us. I heard it. The only 2 ever received for content on ESPN2. Congratulations.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
I didn't win, but I got nominated.
You know what else we do on the show, amazingly?
Drink tequila?
Because it's called Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. We answer your motorcycle and motorcycle product-related questions.
I knew we were here for a reason. Is your bike screwed up? Do you wonder why your Yamaha does A, B, C, D, E?
No, Yamahas are perfect. They don't do anything wrong. But
do you wonder why it goes super fast and beats everybody on the track? See how I fix that real quick?
No, we can. There, 2 of the 3 people here are more than willing to answer your motorcycle and motorcycle product related questions. If you have Jawa Speedway bike questions, I'm pretty sure we can get them answered tonight.
I know about bold new graphics.
That's on the fringe. But if you want to know about how to get your Husaberg to start, or I got a call today from a friend and he has 2 Husaberg 650s. So we're in counseling. But that's why he's my friend.
He has one to tow, the other one to start it.
Well, no, he takes them both to the sand dunes and then they blow up and then they go through. But no, so there's parts. These bikes are old enough now to where the airbox boots and
out.
Yeah, and the vent tube. There's the custom vent tubes. Jerry said, don't go too long on the technical shit because it bores the crap out of everybody, even though that's the basis of this show. So, do you know anything about 3D printing?
No.
Okay,
No.
Then you can take your headphones off.
No, go ahead.
No, okay. So we're thinking that we could get these parts 3D printed, and I know some people that do a little bit of 3D printing, but they make different materials and so have a sip of water, Jerry.
Water.
Just have them scan it.
Scan the files, and then if you have one, even if it's cracked, they can kind of fix it in the thing. Do you know anybody in this business, Gene? I mean, it might need a connection.
Yeah.
I do have a friend that makes. Actually, I'll go over it when next time I let you talk. I'll go over and get that thing. I'll show you. I'm going to get it right now.
I think there's some 3D printed stuff in Stardust Video. In case you want to
What's the D stand for?
In case you want to put your eye out. And if you guys want me to tell my new joke, just ask. I'm going to tell it anyhow. So sooner or later, say, "Hey Jerry, do you have a joke for today?"
I do not want to have to click that box. So this is a 3D printed part that actually broke because I was supposed to test it for fit, and it's actually for a Tenere. It's an under seat. It plugs in there. But check this thing out. But it's it's a harder material. But
what's it for? Is it for storage?
Yeah, for storage. There's a kind of there's an empty box underneath the underneath the base of your seat, and that's
a negative space that was available.
Right. Kind of like when you go to what's the name of the video store?
Stardust Video, Everett, Massachusetts.
You can.
How did it fit?
It didn't fit perfect. That's why it's a little bit broken. That's why it's in here.
Is it waterproof?
No. It's not meant to be waterproof.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, but it's just this one is it doesn't fit because I have a bigger seat, and my bigger seat kind of comes down and then it went in there, so it's kind of smashed it. But anyways, this is a 3D printed part.
What would be the type of things you would carry in there? Because I know you always have a backpack and a fanny pack, so you got your tools, some food, this, that, water. So say if you did carry some stuff for a long ride, what would you put in there?
This would have my registration and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Maybe a spare key because I could figure out how to get into it some way or shape with and then maybe some of the stuff like tools that I really wouldn't need quick access to.
Yeah.
So maybe like axle wrenches, tire iron. You could probably pack a tube into this thing also, and
if you wanted to add a little air waterproof Ziploc bag for anything like that,
right?
Then you put that in there, so it could be a combination of both.
Registration always goes in the Ziploc bag.
Registration for sure. License and registration. Hey, I have a joke that has that in it. Oh.
I thought you were going to talk
about the couple driving through Texas.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you should tell that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about motorcycles that are great or are not great? Because Jimmy Lewis is a veritable fountain, the Google of motorcycles, and he can answer them right off the top of his head. You tell him the make, the model, the year, the problem, or what you want to improve on, or what aftermarket part may or may not be in your sights. He could probably help you.
Does he need tools from Stardust?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know. What do you say? Only you have to use half of them? Yeah.
One size fits all. It's kind of like a crescent wrench.
Yeah. Dave Donnelly says, "Yeah, I know about starting a Husaberg. Yeah, I was riding out. I was riding out across the desert. I saw a guy with a bike in the back of his truck, And it was just there.
Oh,
And he's like, yeah, I can't start my bike. And I go, I can start it. And I started Guy's Husaberg for him. Just out in the middle of the desert. I'm the only one in the whole, like, pretty much within 100 nautical miles that could probably do that. Start a Husaberg, a kickstart one.
what about at the Angus Rally when I started that guy's 650 up on the the muddy bridge?
The muddy hill,
was
yeah.
that was touching the water, the pallets over the water, and I go, let me try it. I stood up and I had to kick the 650 through, and I go, hold the handlebars, and he's foreign country. He's holding. I kicked the thing, and he didn't have his grips wired on. The grip flies off, and me and the bike just go just like this right into the creek. I'm lit in my hand. The wheels are still on the creek. It tipped over side. The wheels are still on the bridge. I'm up to my chest in muddy water in the Amazon. I got the bike, a 650, which weighs
650, 318 pounds.
It's fucking heavy. And I'm under there like this, and all I can hear is the photographer just flinging the motor wine, going, bravo, Jerry, bravo.
I think I rode.
I almost drowned.
I think I rode across the bridge right after.
And I wasn't even dating Natalie Wood at the time.
Yeah. I rode across the bridge when you were doing that.
There.
Let's see. There's one of those out there for the TBI bikes. The thing they don't tell you is that it blocks the airflow to the motor. You have to drill holes in the airbox cover and ask him how he knows.
How do you know?
Well, because he probably had to drill holes in his airbox cover after his bike lost a lot of power.
After he seized it.
Yeah, 3D printed tool. Yeah, so the Tenere, the airbox this is actually in an area where the airbox isn't even. The airbox is in a different place because
that doesn't affect anything. That's just extra storage. Is all
that's
thing is.
It's just so you can utilize some space a little bit more.
This is a Tech Talk Taco Tuesday question right here from Dave Ritter. Jimmy, what final drive gearing is your go-to on your T7 15/46?
That is right now I'm running stock gearing on that bike, and I think
What bike is it?
the Tenere, Yamaha Tenere.
For those that don't know.
And if you don't have one and you go buy one right now, I can get you into the Yamaha Tenere Trek event and get into a class. So you can Tenere Trek. This is the big announcement that I was making. Hey, I had another big announcement too.
Stop doing that. It makes noise. Leave it alone.
Oh, I should shut it. I should make it silent.
Stop it.
There's a
Stop
silent
touching.
There's a silent there. I just made it silent.
He's a toucher.
Didn't you say before the show professional TV people silence their phones?
David Pingree wouldn't pull that shit on Whiskey Throttle.
Who's that?
I don't know, some podcast guy.
Hey, I'd like to just announce that Jerry Bernardo is officially on Jimmy Lewis's Tech Talk Taco Tuesday podcast because of the high appearance fee only.
People have asked me, you should go on this podcast, you should go on that podcast. They don't realize I don't want to, and they don't realize I'm in contract with Jimmy Lewis. This is the only podcast. I did one podcast live from Australia, and I won't mention which one it was, Pulp. And that's the only time I was ever on a podcast. Ever since then, I have sold my soul to the devil in Pahrump. And it's me and Jimmy Lewis and my sidekick and driver, Gene Woods.
And if you want to know more about Jerry, you can find him in Written in Scars. That's his one of his 11 currently released books, 12th one in publication.
No more plugs.
Okay.
That's full of cartoons.
I will read it. I will read one tonight.
No, you won't.
You want me to?
I will stab you with this shop.
I want to read a poem.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm one of those peep show booths in Stardust. Hey, I saw you come into booth 10. Oh, get the bleach.
Show them
Hey, look,
show them the shoes that don't stick to the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Gene Woods and myself, I'd like to introduce you to the Heart Shoe, which is a Hut Shoe Hall of Fame entity. We are a nonprofit. This is true. We are a nonprofit organization running out of the go-kart track, the Hut Shoe Hall of Fame Museum, and we give away shoes to the homeless and people in need in Nevada and Arizona, and these are called Heart Shoes.
In California. Our last event, we gave away 750 pair of shoes.
I let you interrupt me for that because you're right. I stand corrected. California, Nevada, Arizona. We work with our buddy Pastor Bob, who also is a pastor in Arizona and races Speedway, but he's hurt right now because he broke himself off. We give these shoes away. They're really light. We give them to the homeless and people who are in need. And like Gene said, last time we gave away 700 pairs of shoes. So if anybody wants to donate to the Hut Shoe Hall of Fame, we work straight off donations, and we are a nonprofit, so we don't take any money. We donate all the time. Gene?
hotshoehof.com. There's a donation link right on there, and you can see what we're about.
Yeah, so that stands for Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, and that is at Gene's go-kart track in Vegas is the physical location. And every year you have an induction ceremony.
We have an induction ceremony. It's really a get-together for all the old people, so we can all see each other before somebody
Flies away.
moves on.
Right, and I tell you what, it's different than any of the other ones that I've gone to because it's free.
First off, it's free.
It's free. Okay, this is number one. Right. There's not some crazy dress code. You don't have to dress up. People dress nice, but some people dress like they are going to a go-kart race.
T-shirt and Levi's is the dress code.
Yeah. The other thing that's cool about it is that you get to talk to your heroes. When you were younger and you had a hero in the racing, like let's just say it's someone like Gary Jones, or I'm just trying to think of
Jay Springsteen.
Yeah, Bubba Schobert.
Bubba Schobert.
Kevin Schwantz. These guys were all at the last one, and you can just walk up and talk to them, and they're more than happy to just, you just say, hey, I'm a fan, and they're like, oh, cool, because when you get old, and Jerry might not know this, but when you get old and washed up, you still want to relive some of your former glory.
I'm just old and I need to wash.
Yeah.
But the thing about the Hut Shoe Hall of Fame, seriously, is that, A, it's free, and that's great, but we also give away some sandwiches because Gene's daughter, Daylin, has Woods Family Sandwiches out of Henderson, a top 10 sandwich shop in all of Nevada, and she donates about 300 sandwiches. So what event can you go to where it's free? It's bench racing all night long. It's only 2.5 hours long, so you don't want to stab yourself after 4 hours of wah, wah, wah. We just do about, 15 people, 10-minute interviews with famous people, tell stories. Everybody bench races. Then at the end, we had Steve Connolly.
Steve Connolly
was an Elvis impersonator. It was awesome. So at the end, we get the Vegas mix in there. We have the showgirls, get your pictures taken. Then we have earlier in the night before the thing even goes on, we have a pro go-kart race. You have to be a Hut Shoe Hall of Fame inductee, and Jimmy's won it 3 times in a row, and I hate him, and it really kills me to come second to him.
Hey, but even when you go to this crazy event and have a really good time doing all this stuff. The other part that's cool is it is a fundraiser for like we said, the Heart Shoes, which is the thing you give away, and it's just super low key. It's fun. It's I forgot the Meekum auction.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. I'll segue into that for you. We became partners with the people from the Meekum motorcycle auction, and if you are a member of the Hut Shoe Hall of Fame, which is free to join, just go on the website. You get free passes to the Meekum auction, free vendor passes. So that's like, $30 a piece. You get 2 free passes just for being a member. And the Meekum auction is awesome. We have it the same weekend. So this year we've locked in our date, February 6, 2027, right above the go-kart track, 450 Fremont Street in the heart of Las Vegas, a.k.a. Sin City. And we have host hotels, which are we get discount codes for them within 5 minutes walking of the event. It's just really good fun, but it's so different than every other one because it's not regimented. We screw around. We have fun. You get to see all your old buddies and stuff, race go-karts, look at the museum.
Look at the old bikes.
Yeah. Go to the Meekum auction. It's the same weekend as the Meekum auction. That's why we always have it.
I'll put my Husabergs in there and try to sell them this year.
Yep. Robbie Peterson, famed hill climb champion, is going to bring his dad's hill climb champion bike. So we're going to have this super long hill climber. Barely fits in the elevator to get it upstairs. So that's going to be cool. He always comes. He loves the event. We're trying to get Mark Correa there, but he's so bloody busy brushing his hair.
Hair?
Mark Correa.
What do you think that feels like?
I don't know. Let me feel my back.
So Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. Hey, we lit up the thing because we said we were going to answer a technical question. So Asher Lito 3801, he said he started fixing his DRZ after my head-on that gave him a 3rd-degree burn. I think I bent the hub rotor mount. The forks slide smooth. The rotor is new and the axle is straight. What else could it be? The new rotor hits the brake caliper on one part. So, let's see. I wonder if I have that video. This is actually pretty good. if I can, let me see if it's in here. It's, where it was, oh, come on. That's a former thing. I had the video where he was doing his head plant.
Yeah. Just answer the question.
I get distracted easily, don't I, Jerry?
Yeah. And that question ran on with no period, so you really get confused trying to read it. But what do you think the answer is?
So it bent the hub rotor mount, the fork side.
No, he bent the hub rotor mount, period. The fork slides smooth, period. The rotor is new and the axle is straight, period. What else could it be? See, when you put the periods in there, it's
the periods that are missing.
Right, it's easy to digest.
And I used to think Logan was an idiot because he couldn't read the questions to me.
Well, I can't
even
things.
I can't even read my own questions
because I ate mushrooms before I came over here. What do you think the answer is?
I'm thinking that I'm wondering. I don't know on that particular bike if the spacers that go in the wheel are the same on both sides. I've seen that people will misplace the spacers and then it kind of goes out of line, or maybe that spacer actually, like because he nerfed, he rode into a snowbank like he was going to ride over it, and he rode into it and then went over the handlebars. I had the video. We used to play it as a kind of like a funny thing. And the new rotor hits the brake caliper on just one part. The hub seems bent. YouTube limits the words you can type, so every character matters.
Oh my God! Want to buy a period?
No, I'll take a vowel, Jerry.
I'm just busting your balls. It just we don't know that. I'm just saying it was a choppy sentence. We're trying to help you. We're trying to help you, kid. Here, drink some tea. Take a deep breath.
So the hub seems bent. That's what I think. I think maybe the spacers. That would be the weak link. To bend the hub, you would actually have to, unless the rotor, like the way the rotor got smashed, usually those crack though. Like the hubs don't like to bend, they like to crack. That would be pretty obvious. And you could take that rotor, well, when it was brand new, you could take the rotor and set it down on there, and you could see if when you tighten, it causes it to flex, or if one of the, you would tighten down each one of the screws individually, like have all the screws in there, take them all out, put one in, tighten it down. And if it lifts the rotor up on one of those posts, that would indicate that one would be bent, or somehow that would be the wrong thing. So that's how I would fix it. That's how I would test it. But I would look at the spacers, make sure they're in the right position, like right sides, and then try what I just said. So we can answer technical questions tonight, Jerry.
I knew that. I had faith. I
know.
tried to sell a couple of periods to
How come you drained the gas out of your Honda CR450X?
Because it sits for a long time because I don't ride as much as I should.
I'd like to fix that, but we don't want, your motorcycle to attack you while you're riding.
Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you.
Okay,
Jimmy Lewis.
No, let's talk about like your bike sitting without gas and the carburetor, the rubber parts in the carburetor rotting, and it's bringing me great pain.
Okay, my old CRF 450X. I've had a CRF 450X, even though the show's sponsored by Yamaha. See how I did that?
Mm-hmm.
For 20 years, and I don't ride that much anymore, and it sits there. So I used to. I don't know what year it was, but there was a little tiny flat blade. I could just turn it, and it would let all the water, let all the gas out of the flow bowl, out the drain tubes on the bottom of the bike. Then there was no gas.
How long would you park it for then?
I don't know. Let me move forward. Now my bike, the newer bike that I have, which is a 2019, it doesn't have that screw. So I took the 17 on the bottom of the flow bowl, cracked it, got all the gas out of there, screwed it back on. In my brain.
Almost all the gas out.
In my brain, I thought, okay, now when I go to start it every now and then, I'll get fresh gas in there. But Jimmy told me, don't do that because
when you're doing that, especially when you don't have the drain in there, there's going to be a little bit of gas that's going to sit in the bottom of that 17 millimeter nut, which is the thing that you would take. It's a drain. It's the bowl drain, but it's like a cup because that's where it holds the gas that the main jet sucks on. What's the name of the show? The place in Boston?
Stardust Video.
Yep, and it has nothing to do with the carburetors, but I just thought we'd bring it up again. The problem is there's that little tiny bit of gas in there that's gonna rot and go bad, and it's gonna always be in there unless you lay the bike on its side. And then Gene's raising his hand.
I have a question.
Gene has a question.
Would a fuel stabilizer like Sta-Bil, would that help this situation? If you're going to know your bike's going to sit and you want to put a fuel stabilizer in there, because I do it in my cars.
In my experience, the answer is yes for a limited amount of time, and I would guess
6 months, a year.
It'll double the amount of. It depends on where you live. It'll double the amount of time that you can leave your gas in a carburetor
based on the amount of moisture in the air.
Yes, or how hot it's going to get and how much evaporates. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. So the reason I brought this up is because it really I stay awake at night thinking about your bike in the garage and the rubber around the little plunger inside there and some of the seals
the needle,
cracking.
The float needle with the rubber end on it.
The float needle, yeah, and so if you leave gas in there, the stuff stays hydrated and it doesn't rot and crack and dry out. But the thing about leaving the gas in there, don't start crying on me, Jerry.
I'm reading the guy's story. I'm thinking ahead for you. Keep going.
Okay, but I'm hoping I'm telling you this so that you're going to go home and put gas in that bike and start it up.
It has gas in it.
Okay. Oh, still in the tank?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, the best thing you can do is leave gas in it, leave your petcock on carbureted bikes, and start the bike every month or so. And we suggested starting it very early in the morning to wake up everybody in Gene's house. Cool. And after the third or fourth time, they will come out and tell you to stop doing that so much, and then you do it a little bit less, and then you can claim that you listened.
They won't come out and tell me. They'll tell Gene.
Well, you're both here.
Yeah.
So now we know what the problem is.
So the guy with the problem with the thing with the rotor that couldn't afford a period because YouTube's cheesy and cheap. This is a different crash than the snow crash. The original rotor was folded around the fork. The spacer are in the right spots.
How about caps? Can we throw some caps in there? Would that help?
How about plural spacers? No, he's going to be mad because we're critiquing his typing.
He's not going to be mad.
Just try and fix the problem.
You know what this guy does for a living?
I have no idea. Well, he removes hemoglobin from dead rats.
He's a cheapskate, number one, because he's always been trying to fix up this DR since day one. He had an old one. He was desert racing it, but because I remember some of our top fans. He's a really good guy. He moved up to Idaho to work on trails. He was on the official Forest Service trail work crew and clearing our trails to go ride on. And he was he'd come on the show and he kind of give us reports. I'm like, hey, quit talking about it because we don't want everybody to know where the good stuff is. Yeah. But so he was basically in Colorado. I mean, Jawbone Canyon. That's where he was. He was in Jawbone. He was working in Jawbone Canyon. So different than the snow crash. Okay. Well, it's if you smash the rotor and it wraps around the fork, the original rotor, that's substantial damage, and I'm pretty sure something is bent in there. Oh, yeah, try that thing I told you. Figure out, and if there's 6 bolts on there and 5 of them are good, and that sixth one, because the hub is bent, you were trying to save some money and stuff like that. You know what I would do? You want to know what I would do, Jerry?
Let me ask you, what would you do?
I know, because it's going to crack. The hub is going to crack, and you don't want to pull that rotor into a bend.
Leave that bolt out.
I would leave that bolt out, but I would also, I would put all the 5 that are in there.
Put spacers behind them. No.
Well, spacers. I would actually JB Weld.
JB Weld.
I would get like a thick, like the putty JB Weld, and put that behind it, and so just tighten all the other ones down so it smashes it down into a plate, and then drill the JB Weld back out, and then bolt to that. How about that?
There you
go. That's
self-leveling.
Yeah, that's why I bought that Bobcat from you, Gene.
Did you? So is it something to work on?
Yeah, something else. I wanted something else. Yeah, so because I can try to fix anything, even though we're still struggling with that one.
I warned you.
You did. This is true.
Have a sip of this.
I don't like to just, hold on.
Have a sip. There you go. I feel so much better.
You do. You have some water. Hold on a second. Wait. I saw somebody I knew. Wait a minute. Wait, we're gonna watch a little segment of Moto World here.
Unadilla.
Davey was really talking some smack. He's pretty much full
There's
of
your
himself,
buddy.
even though he did bow down to you as cub reporter.
Roy's actually looking for work right now as a reporter of some of those other magazines out there listening.
Thinks he's a big fast guy, but come on now. I mean, Rich Winkler's here.
Right.
What's he talking? He's talking now.
Pat, too. Pat.
Well, Pat, you have to see Pat.
I'm looking at Pat right now.
Have you seen Pat fight?
Have you seen his physique, though? That training regimen?
It's okay. You can talk over the video. Everybody will hear
Rumor
you.
has it there's a bat on the windshield. Wait. I thought we
This
were
is
going to
motorcycle
Raven
TV?
I didn't know we were going to Unadilla.
It's kind of like this show. Wait, this is the one you rode LaRocco's bike in.
No, that's Unadilla.
Oh, that was Southwick. I saw
When you
that
wanna
5
find
getting the whole
Davey,
shot.
Who was the reigning champ at the industry race at Unadilla? You just look for McGutta and Nappy, surrounded by the Utica posse.
It's the Utica Mafia. Nappy says he's the man around here, but I've only seen the playground he hangs out with. I don't think he can get into any bars here.
I just was over talking to Rich Winkler and all the other guys that kind of milling around having fun, Roy Jansen. They said that you're the man. I said, who's the fast guy? Nobody even paused. All in unison, Davey Coombs Jr.
It's Art Ekman taught me everything I know.
In a real, more serious mode, how long have you guys been doing the alleged official industry race?
Well, to start with, it was the AMA officials race is what it started out as, just the crew guys that helped me do this race, and it's kind of taken a life of its own. I think it's like the 6th or 7th year, and it gets bigger every year. I'm not sure when promoter's going to shut me off on this one.
Okay, and you're powering down with the big Yamaha YZ400F. Can that thing hook up in this dirt out there?
Oh, that bike works great out here.
Cool.
It's a lot of fun to ride.
Rich, rumor has it that you only race Supercross.
No, I'm an outdoor guy, man, and I've been training hard to beat Davey this year.
You almost said Jerry, didn't you? Say it again.
Okay, yeah, that's another one of my competitors.
What about Winkler?
I don't worry about Wink. We'll knock him down someplace along the way.
Funny, come over and jump, and there'll just be like a foot and a half, a foot of like loose mud with ruts, and you go, oh, I better pick a line. Come into my secret lair in the showers in Unadilla. Hey, you busted second behind Davey.
Yeah, I was working him there for a little while. I tried getting by in the last lap, but he shoved me into all the rough stuff. He was taking those smooth lines up the grass just like last year.
Listen, Moto, you race in the morning, and you're going to wait, what do we wait, like 5 hours?
You know, I lost count after the second nap, but hey, that's part of amateur racing. You know, it's like my dad.
Okay.
All right, I get to do the promo. If you go to YouTube, type in Moto World 2, you can watch over 100 shows of the best motorcycle television ever recorded.
Remember when we said we weren't going to do any sponsor plugs on this episode, Jerry?
He did it. I didn't.
Okay. You wrote down the sponsors right here.
I'm only plugging a shop in Everett.
Hey, Barkeep25 says, hey, Jimmy, I'm looking into getting an older Honda for my next dual sport adventure bike. I'm trying to decide between an XR600R versus an XR650R. Any thoughts? Looking at doing some BDRs and stuff without a period.
650R.
I have a CR500 dual sport for sale.
Oh, hey, Barkeep. Well, hey, have you seen the price of those things lately?
They're going out skyrocket, huh?
They're ridiculous.
650R.
I just saw one that just got dropped off over here at that shop that's over there and got shipped back to France.
Yeah.
And I think it was south of 10K.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're up there. So yeah, you probably keep that price up pretty high. And then since it was negotiated on the show, I would like the usual customary 15%.
Oh, I thought I was going to say 50%, like usual.
15.
He got dinner. He got swag. Now he wants commission.
15%.
Answer the guy's question.
You did.
So yeah, that's what was I correct?
I think you're right. Yeah, 650. Yeah.
Yeah,
the XR600, it was so good for so long, and the 650 is the same thing, just everything is so much better.
Exactly.
Except you have to kickstart both of those things. So I don't see any reason why you would go to the 600R unless you're kind of like certain nostalgic for that bike, or you feel like you want to ride it in the jungles of Peru.
One of my favorite bikes I've ever owned is a 650. I loved it. I had it set up for the desert, big IMS tank. Thing was a ripper. Put the oversized front rotor on there so it would stop when you asked it nicely. Because once you get those things going, they're like, follow me.
Yeah, but Barkeep, my biggest thing is, why would you not want to just go buy a Yamaha 10 or a T7? the ultimate adventure bike. It's lightweight. It's kind of like, it has all the stuff like an XR650R, except it's electric start, has about double the horsepower. Handles, it's a little heavier handling. It doesn't have the same suspension, and it's not a Honda, but it's a Yamaha. So just thought I'd throw that out there.
Hey, Jimmy, what percentage of time are you riding versus wrenching on your bikes?
Can we separate this into two distinct categories?
If you keep it concise and short.
Okay, Husaberg, it's 10% riding, 90% wrenching. All others is the opposite.
Why is that?
The Husaberg, some of them don't break, but some of them just blow up. And the problem is the ones that don't break, when you work on them, just the simple things take 10 times longer than a normal bike. Like, they found ways to do some of the most unique engineering with it's like a Rubik's cube of motorcycle maintenance. Did you show me the time?
I just want you to know.
So should we do Rooster Endo?
No, if you have something important to say, I don't want you to blow your load.
When are we going to get to the important to say part?
The important? The important what?
Important to say.
Important.
I said important, not impotent.
Important. I don't know the difference between those two things.
I have a joke. I just want to unleash it.
Let's do Rooster Endo, brought to you by Taco Moto. That's tacomoto.co. If you want to get some cool parts for your bike, you go to Tacomoto. If you have questions, they can answer your technical questions as well. We have 2 entrants into this, but you know what's crazy is that I didn't load them into the show just yet, but I'm going to right now while we're talking. So this was, I don't think that wasn't our last week's winner. You want to know why, Jerry? Because it's a really nice bike, and that guy actually was a coach at my school. What do you think pissed me off most about that photo right there?
The framing.
He took a picture of a bush, not a bike.
No, I know. The framing.
Yeah, the frame.
The background's as important as the photo of the motorcycle.
Yeah, now I just got to find.
You're going to sell us the dream. You have to make us want to go riding on your bike.
View, sort by date. Hopefully this works out. Oh boy. I knew I put him in here. What was the name of my yeah.
Is Robert Nantista watching the show tonight? The San Diego rep for FAQ Racing. Robert Nantista, are you out there? Casa di Leone. Andiamo.
Who's, I have a document someplace that shows me
Siete
the
pronti,
names.
ragazzi.
I need to find Clint's bike.
What a finely tuned machine this show is.
Isn't it?
Well,
It's amazing.
I was busy doing something. Let's see if it copies it.
Take your time.
I'm entertained by the guy juggling over here.
Hold on. I got it. There's the Rooster Ender bike. I'm just going to do it like this. Look, there's Rooster Ender. Gene and Jerry can say, hey, look, there's his bike right there. Look, you can see Gene or Jerry.
We need a close up though. You can barely see it.
Okay, hold on. I'll fix this right now. I'm gonna take that out there, and then I'm gonna call up the Rooster Endo thing, and then I'm gonna take Clint's bike, which here it is right here. Clint's bike. Boom. And I'll fix it, and boom. See, anybody can do a show thing. Clint's bike is, and I have to look at the document here. 2025 Triumph TF 450E. He has its suspension valved and sprung for his 240-pound 6.4 by the Ride Shop in Arizona. Flex handlebars. It's a sponsor of the show. We didn't put that on the list, Jerry.
That's because you didn't tell me.
Fasst Company Flex handlebars, everybody. Seat concept seat, GPR stabilizer, Fastway pegs, low and back. AXP skid plate, Molecule Racing handguards, bulletproof designs, radiator guards, and rear disc protector.
Sponsor of the show.
Yep. TM Design Works chain guide, Taco Moto magnetic flip up license plate holder.
Sponsor of the show.
ODI Rogue lock-on grips, Michelin Enduro medium tires with bibs. You might remember this bike from the bench shift shaft question a couple months back. I included photos of the aftermarket shifter that was on the bike when the chain derailed. I need to make this, I've got a line here. As well as the stock shifter. The pictures don't show it perfectly, but I'm convinced the shape and extra metal on the aftermarket shifter is what allowed the chain to grab and bend the shaft. Also, good to meet you randomly on the trail a few weeks back.
Randomly. Is that what they're calling a men's room these days?
There was a trail involved.
Right. I'm trying to remember it myself. Clint, you don't have Riffenol, do you? Anyways,
he has luminol.
luminol. That's for after, Jerry.
I know.
Yeah. See if you did your job right. I have to ask my wife if that joke made sense. So here's the let's see. Sean Elliott says, if I do not win this week, I will send another next week. If he doesn't win.
Is this the Triumph guy?
No, the Triumph guy is Clint.
Okay.
I wonder if he's barkeep. You know, this is the only way we get all these people on the show is because they send their bikes in for Rooster Endo and they have to sit around to cheer on the crowd to get some votes to win.
Those typos are taunting me.
So is your bike without gas sitting in the garage in Gene's house right now.
Taunting you.
Yeah. No, I get right through this stuff. What does Jimmy Cromwell want to know? And we're gonna work on getting the next photo up there.
Let's see the other.
What's the other bike? We know that's a Triumph.
Okay, the other bike is let me find it. It's Sean Elliott's. Wait, did Sean E? I know he sent a picture of a KTM 890. I remember that much, but I can't find the picture.
Roost. Oh.
It's called Rooster Endo. And
Roost being good, Endo being not so good.
Yeah, because it's just like, you want to roost.
I designed a logo for this segment, but I don't ever see it.
Hold on. Just give me some time. Let's see if
I designed a logo for this segment free.
I think I sent you a couple bucks.
You did, as a matter of fact.
One time.
You just out of the blue, you sent me some money, and I spent it on 7 hair plugs.
Oh, you know why? Because he save image as. Let me see if I can save this image. Holy crap! Unnamed one. Save it there. Now I have to take unnamed one, show it in the file. This is how my brain sort of doesn't work properly. Do you see it anyplace? No. You're good at unnamed.
I don't even know what you're looking for.
Gene, I have a question for you.
Here, I found it. It's going to the.
What was the question?
It's going in the wrong frame.
My cameraman, Doug Frankie, that I worked with on Moto World 2 for almost 17 years, my brother from another mother. Do you think he's psychologically scarred from working with me all that time?
No.
I can only speak for my personal experience. He's definitely psychologically scarred.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Therapy's no help. Medication.
Not going to do any good at all.
Medications don't help. Night terrors.
No.
Talks in his sleep.
No.
I'm sorry, Doug. I apologize.
What about me?
I didn't work with you. I work with you at the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. You and I donate our time to run that finely tuned machine so Jimmy Lewis can come and wipe the floor with every other racer on the go-kart track.
And I'm on the board of directors now or something
like that,
right?
Yes, you are, as a matter of fact.
We've got to decide who hey,
I'm the one that's scarred here. I'm the one that's seen you die twice.
We need to, okay, so
Don't hold your breath.
We need to tell people how people can get abducted into that Hall of Fame.
Let's wrap up TikTok Taco Tuesday's Rooster Endo segment.
That's good.
Let's not leave the guy hanging with bated breath.
Sean,
there's a $100 Taco Moto gift certificate on the line right now.
Tell me about the Triumphs.
They're good.
What do you know about them?
They're good. One of our test riders says it's the best bike ever. He took a basically stock one and won like the 10 or 12 hours of Glen Helen on it.
A kid in the New England Trail Riders Association has been mopping up in the Enduros on a Triumph.
Do they still leak oil like the old Triumphs?
No, they're made in Asia now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they fixed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next bike
on Rooster Endo. Let me go back. I have to move this cursor over here.
This is Sean E's bike.
E's 2024 KTM 890 Adventure R Rally. That every extra word on that is like dollar signs. And 200 imported into the U.S. So this is starting to sound like Rooster Endo or for sale. I'll wait till I get to the bottom. It has a tail rack, an anti-gravity heavy-duty battery, Rottweiler air filter covers, custom Sargent Revolution seat, APX skid plate, Scott steering stabilizer. I like Scott steering stabilizer.
So do I. My favorite.
They are the best. Sherpa brackets, Garmin XT, Rottweiler mirrors. Should have got some double takes, I think. windscreen extension, tank bag, Moto's big block, knobbies, wider foot pegs, and that's the list. Sean didn't give us a whole lot about a whole lot of extra stuff. I just want to take a closer look at some of these things because it already comes like with all this stuff, and then he put more stuff on. He's got a lot of that thing is shiny, very shiny,
scary front tire.
Yeah. And the only other thing I'm going to complain about is this picture was taken in his front yard, and he already threatened to send me another photo of the next bike if he doesn't roost. Well, so there's a difference between roosting and endoing. They're one is good and one is bad, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with the things you would think. Like your parts list is not going to help your bike roost or endo. The Triumph, I like it because you know how when the dirt just looks a little bit wet like that?
Yeah.
And it just makes me want to ride. And I can, if I saw a little bit of dirt on the tires, you know, when you see a little extra bit of mud on the tires, you just go, oh, it's gummy. Yeah, and I like the fact that this is outdoors. I'm kind of bummed because he's standing on top of the bike, shooting down on it. It's a disrespectful photo position. You know how you don't see these kind of shots in magazines?
You know what that shot's called? The reverse upskirt.
Reverse upskirt. Well,
yeah.
Well, if you were, I'm not going to say it.
Stardust Video, Everett, Massachusetts.
Yeah. That's a video, right? Reverse upskirt.
They shot that in. I won't go into it.
Okay.
I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Keyword being shot.
But I like the bike looks used. It has a good parts list on it. He's been a good contributor to the show. You know, he had some problems.
Right.
We helped solve the problem, and he came back and gave us some feedback on it, which was really cool. I like that participation. This bike just roosts. I think just everything about this looks like it's super fun and having good times. And
sorry to cut you off. I look at them, and no offense to adventure bikes, because they look big and bulky and heavy to me, and I'm not really personally into the long distance riding. So I would go with the Triumph because I look at what I would rather ride, and that to me looks like a bike that roosts. So I vote Triumph.
Oh, you vote Triumph? Okay, because we're gonna go.
No offense.
We're gonna look at the KTM again there, because we have some. Wait, what the hell? I don't want to block out that user. Let's see. Voting for the KTM 2-stroke for the win. Well,
no, that's fuck the world.
For the win.
Okay.
But that wasn't part of the Rooster Endo. That was the one from last week that didn't win either because it was a picture of a bush.
Yeah.
I'll show you just so you know what we're talking about. That's a picture of a bush, not a motorcycle. In fact, if I zoomed in, which I often like to do on this channel here.
What kind of bush is that?
It's a southern Utah
Pubis maximus.
That's a picture of a bush. It's a fern, southern Utah prickly fern. So anyway, back to this other KTM here. Sean Elliott, he says, this is Sean's bike. I sent the 89 Rally. I resent it, so you clogged up my email with more big megabits that I don't need. And Barkeep says, I'm not sending a pics of my Husky 701 due to your prejudice and bias against the 70 horsepower freak show that is the LC4 engine. Plus, I got the 4 CS forks, and I think they actually work well on that bike. Well, okay, so he's saying I'm prejudiced?
Why would he say you're prejudiced?
Because I hate those bikes.
The adventure bike?
The 701, 690, 701. I don't hate them.
Whoever accused 3 bald white guys of being prejudiced? This is bullshit.
Today. Oh.
I have bias, and I don't judge either. I just make decisions. I have bald white privilege.
I have,
which means I pay a lot of taxes.
I have a KTM adventure bike, thanks to you. And if I was going to go down the road or down a freshly graded dirt road with no bumps, I would ride an adventure bike any day.
So you're saying that Sean's bike roosts?
No, I'm saying no.
No. Oh,
if I was actually going to go ride, I'd ride that Triumph.
You'd ride really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm scared of hitting bumps on that KTM adventure bike,
or
ruts or rocks.
It's no KTM 300, which I got from you in that particular trade. I think we both did well, especially me.
What do you vote?
I think that this bike, it's too pretty. The Sean's bike Endos. I mean, it's a nice bike. I mean, it's no Tenere. Show brought to you by Yamaha, but these are very nice bikes. I think this bike, I wasn't a big fan of this particular bike either when they first came out, but the stuff that this bike has, it has the longer travel suspension, and that really suppled up the suspension. It helped make it supple. You couldn't touch the ground, but it's good. It's a nice bike, but it endo, Sean. And is it for sale? Because it seems like it's really shined up, like it's ready to go to the thing. Endo on the KTM for the extortion. Trent, what's the extortion? I don't know.
I like this guy. So now Bush is bad, dude. It's not 1977, okay?
Yeah.
Get the clippers out.
What the heck? The rally is not big. It's okay. Did you see that tank bag up there? And I hate tank bags too. You want to know why I hate tank bags?
Why?
Because if you ride like where you're supposed to be riding and stuff, they like touching your junk. And if you have a bush, it would be resting up against your bush. So
maybe they make tank bags at that one place.
Kenny EIEIO says, I randomly just found this broadcast. I'm doing dirt bikes backwards, learning at 55 and not at 5. Is that a mistake for him to be on this?
No, that's awesome.
I know,
at 55, he finally found out about dirt bikes, and he's going to actually start riding. So a thumbs up to that.
No, learning about dirt bikes on this show.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, learning at 55. How long's he been riding? I don't know. I took it as he's just starting.
Hey,
but I could be wrong.
Well, no. The cool thing is yeah, dude, dirt bikes are the best drug in the world. Period. It's there's a lot of free pain involved with the dirt bikes. And I like the free pain.
I have a pop culture thing. Did you know that in the past 2 years, more people have died of opiate overdoses than the whole Vietnam War? True story. So, dirt bikes, not heroin.
You have a shirt that says that.
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, there's a shirt.
No,
that says
seriously,
that.
can you believe that? More people in 2 years, because they're effing around with heavy drugs, have died from opioid overdoses than the whole Vietnam War.
Well, dirt bikes are good therapy. Right?
Seriously.
Do you when you put your helmet on, you kickstart that thing, do you think of anything else? Do you think of your problems?
No.
Because I
Have
don't.
you ever seen a dirt bike parked out in front of a psychiatrist's office? No.
Well, the crazy thing is that Kenny EIEIO doesn't know who you are. So he should watch the Moto World episodes, and then he would realize where you're getting this good sage advice from this very sane, stable, well thought out dirt bike rider.
I think it's in Kenny's best interest to not know who I am.
Hey, and Kenny, James Oh Ho Ho 7 says, I restarted at 54 after decades away, having fun, slow but fun. Hey, we got to get to the winner of Rooster Endo too, by the way.
I told you, Triumph. That's who I voted.
Triumph.
He's Triumph.
Triumph. I'm Triumph.
Okay.
Yep.
It's
Triumph,
a clean sweep.
It's a unanimous sweep.
And the winner wins?
Clint, $100 from Taco Moto. That's tacomoto.co. So, hey, Kenny, this other cool thing about the show is if you have technical questions about riding and or how your bike works or something like that, ask them on the show, because there's generally someone here that knows the answer or will give you nice, good, straight shooting advice.
How does someone claim the prize of the $100 from Taco Moto?
You reply to the email that you sent me, and you tell me that you won. So I know that Sean, since he's a good guy, he's not going to, because I'll forget. You know how this show works.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you won something, but you want to claim it. How? And now you tell them.
Yeah, send me an email, remind me, and then within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whenever I check an email, because I go riding too much, I will forward it over to the Taco Moto guys, and they will get you super dialed in, and try to spend less than $100 there. It's like going into what's the name of that store in Boston?
Stardust Video.
Yeah, it's like trying to go in there.
Massachusetts, just north of the city, one of the longest reigning adult entertainment stores in the greater metropolitan Massachusetts area.
Mm-hmm.
A sponsor of the GTBN, the good team with a bad name, ready to go to Portugal and kick some butt.
Okay, and Kenny EIO says, I signed up for a season pass of the Moto Academy. Okay, that's getting started. I should have started. I used to do, Kenny, I hate to say it, but I used to have a riding school. In fact, I hope you bought a Triumph in the last week. A Tenere. It starts with a T. It's pretty close. It's kind of like the Husabergs are blue, so I kind of include them in the Yamaha family as well. Yeah, we used to do. Actually, if I knew how to do it, I would give you, because we still have an online course on JimmyLewisOffroad.com. I would give you a free pass to that, so you could actually like watch our beginner series. Not that you're a beginner, but there's some nuggets in that thing that still people to this day, I guarantee you, Jerry would learn something from watching that video series. It's very simple. We tell you how to get on the motorcycle.
You know, I learned something from a lot of videos. I even learned sometimes from still pictures. So if you want to show me family pictures, show me during conception.
As long as your arm tired.
And Kenny EIO spent a small fortune at Takamoto. So the Try a Muff won, essentially a bush.
I have a question. What's your favorite tip to give somebody that rides a dirt bike? Like, there's got to be a general tip that you tell them that this is where you start.
He's going to say balance.
How'd you know? I was going to say balance and traction.
Okay.
But
what's the tip?
The tip is, and that's why I say we start with how you get on the motorcycle. The tip is understanding what balance is. And you being balanced, because you do it all day long when you're walking around. You are balanced. You're doing an amazing thing walking around your feet. The minute people get on their motorcycle, they're out of balance, tipping over side to side. They're out of balance, tipping over forward and backwards. They're using the handlebars as if they're walking on a tightrope, like with a guardrail and stuff. And so they all of a sudden they throw balance right out the window, and everything they do from that point on is wrong. So, and very few, if any, coaching that I've seen even addresses this. They don't start where they need to. It's just a mask, because once you start rolling, that momentum and inertia from the wheels and the motorcycle can mask that last
bad balance.
10% of balance, which is, you don't think it's that much. But then when you start having a problem, that 10% compounds exponentially into making your problem worse. And you never feel it. And because you're always at this, you've always given this 10% away, you never actually feel what the problem is. So you don't know why you crash, why you tip over. So yeah,
I would have to say that trials riders are probably technically some of the best motorcycle riders. If you're balanced.
I totally agree. And that's kind of how I learned so much about it, is because I was exposed to trials. I was always fascinated by it. Got exposed to it when I was working at the magazines, because then somebody would drop off a trials bike and say, hey, try this, test this, because the trials community is always trying to get more people in. And so I got into trials, started watching it, and then I was surprised. It didn't surprise me. I was surprised it took so long for the trials riders to start migrating into other forms of racing to where they started excelling. The Graham Jarvises of the world, the Paul Torreses, the Cody Webbs, the guys that came from a trials background and now are incredible because they have that balance. So they're starting, and I still watch high level motocrossers that I'm like, oh, somebody needs to talk to this kid. Somebody needs to just, in now there's a lot more coaching that they understand it, especially they realize how important it is at the starts. Like, you see them doing all this stuff at the start. The majority of it is getting balanced and centered on the bike so they can shoot out like a cannon and go the direction they want to go. Because how do you turn a motorcycle? Not speedway.
With your feet.
With your weight.
Knock it out of balance.
With your feet.
Yeah, knock it out of balance and it turns. So if you're always a little bit out of balance, you're never really know which way you're going, or at least the beginning part of your turn. So
someone asks, I have a church friend who has a wild ADHD 9-year-old. I want to get him a mini bike. What size bike would fit him? You can answer that question. I'll answer the second part. Also, how would I convince the mom she is worried he will get hurt? You can't convince the mom he might possibly scrape his knee or whatnot, but the number one rule of motorcycle riding is wear a helmet. Number two, wear a helmet. Number three, look at number one and number two. So you're not gonna have fun if you don't try, but you got to get them the proper safety equipment. Goggles, helmet, gloves, boots are a must. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
For a young
all the protection you can get.
I know, but I'm saying if cost is an issue, got to have a helmet. Boots would be good. You don't want to hurt your ankle. But what bike would you recommend for a beginning 9-year-old?
Well, I was going to say, if they want to treat the ADD, I think tequila. No, wait, that's wrong. the
TTR 90.
Yeah, that'd be at 110 now. Back in our day, it was a 90. Yeah, Yamaha TTR 90. So it really the 9-year-olds can be wildly different in sizes and strength and stuff like that. And so it really doesn't matter the particular bike. And the cool thing and I'm going to get into what Jerry just got into, but you want something that's sized appropriately, and generally that means something that they can at least get a good solid 1 foot down. Don't have to get 2 down, but 1. They want to be able to plant 1 foot onto my balance. I'm going to tirade again, but something they fit like that. And then if the kid is pretty dexterous, you can start thinking about having a bike with a clutch. But boy, it's so much easier to start in something with an auto clutch. There's amazing electric bikes now that have only a throttle. Throttle and brakes.
That's a good point.
And so some of the electric offerings are actually pretty insane. Some of them have a dial, you can dial the power bands in through apps or through buttons on the bike. There's a lot out there. It's kind of like overload, coming in, but you as a friend who can advise them, maybe you do a little bit of research and then be the kind of the help with the expert opinion on that. Or, maybe there's a place where the kid can, do some test rides, or go take the kid to the mini bike track or someplace where other kids are riding, and say, hey, my, kid wants to get into it. Maybe get him the helmet already and say, he doesn't know what, can he try with your little bike? Because people are so into helping. The moto community is amazing in that way.
I have a question. Would there be less maintenance on a motorcycle if it was an e-bike as opposed to a regular motorcycle? As a beginner, I don't know how knowledgeable the parents are either.
Well, the e-bike is there's no maintenance to it.
That's
just
what
plug
I'm saying.
Yeah, you plug it in, you do the chain.
You get the bike, you only got a throttle, you can dial down the power with an app. You just got to lube the chain, make sure that, check tire pressure all the time, because if somebody goes out with low tire pressure, they're going to fold the front and tuck it. They better have a helmet on.
Yeah, so the next thing is you have this wild kid. I guarantee you that you use that tool to help control the wild kid. I was one of those kids that I had a high threshold for excitement. And so I found when I wasn't able to ride my motorcycle or my bicycle, and trust me, the bicycle meant nothing to me once I got a motorcycle. The motorcycle was the best enforcement tool, a positive reinforcement tool that my parents could use to keep me in line, because if I got in trouble, I wasn't allowed to do it, and then I'd just go nuts. And so I quit getting in trouble.
Well, once again, it occupies your mind.
It fully, and I was relaxed after I rode my motorcycle. I slept better. That's all I wanted to do. It's all I thought about. And it was really cool. With the parent, my mom was the same way. She didn't want me to get hurt, and no parent wants to see you get hurt. But the cool thing about a motorcycle is it's going to, just like a bicycle will to a certain extent, but the motorcycle even more, it will teach you to respect the fact that you can get hurt, because you are going to tip over and you're going to get hurt. But if you never do that, if you're just shielded your entire life and you never fall over and get hurt, you're going to be an idiot when it comes time to really screw yourself up. I've seen this. I've seen people that don't ride bicycles until they're 25 years old, and they hop on a bicycle and they think they can do it, and they get, and then you just wonder why they're going down a hill, pushing the front end and slam into a curb. It's like, what the, like, never ridden a bicycle before. And it's like, and then they wonder why they're in the hospital. And I see people that drive that, the way that they drive, and they think they know how to drive, and because they've never crashed. And then now they crash their car and airbags come on, they walk away and go, oh, there's no big deal. Motorcycle will teach you to respect pain and respect the consequences of you making a mistake. Because a dirt bike, There's no laws except wear your helmet. That should be a law, and it is a law for kids. Like, you can go out in the desert right now, and I can go as fast as I want. Nobody's going to give me a ticket. I can jump as high as I want. Nobody's going to give me a ticket. But if I crash, I'm going to pay the price with pain or, injured body or whatever. And you have to learn that some way. And that's been my kind of my selling speech too. You know what? You can shield your kid from this, and they may never get hurt, never scrape a knee. A lot of times they're going to fall over and it's going to go, ow, and they're going to hurt. And, well, I don't want to do that anymore. And that's the thing. So, next, Solist Electric Spirit Crusher. Meh. Bro, you haven't ridden some electric bikes.
Moving on.
Yeah. Being scared a bit of the bike's noise is part of it. An ADHD kid will be in awe of a noisy bike. It depends. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on the kid, whether the noise is a big factor to that. Dave Donnelly wants to know, should the balls of my feet be on the pegs, and how do you shift quickly? I find it interesting that as I'm getting older, my balls ride on my seat when I'm standing up a lot more. But the balls of my feet, no.
Water cold?
Not on the seat. I ride through a river. So should the balls of my feet be on the pegs? And my answer is actually no, not unless you're attacking something. So I prefer to ride more in my arches, so that when I really want to make the bike do something, then I go on to the balls of my feet for that moment, and then I'm back to the arches. Because if you're on the balls of your feet and I'm on my arches, I'm going to be able to pass you because I can go up to my balls of my feet. It's a long story, but and how do you shift quickly? By being in balance and having the ability to take my one foot that's doing the shifting and very carefully, without upsetting the balance of the bike, because all your weight is on your feet, you can, tap the shifter the way that you need. And it's just practice and experience. So how do you shift quickly? I don't know. Tugger.
What is Tugger? Tugger is a sponsor of the show, but Jimmy will tell you what this product in this bag is. Tugger. You cannot get Tugger at Stardust Video. You can get tugged at Stardust Video, but Tugger is a different entity.
Tugger.
This is taking a whole different path here.
That you thought? Or I didn't. Jerry just got bored and he did that sponsor read all by himself.
Okay, what's Tugger?
A Tugger is a strap that goes around your fork tubes, or a strap that goes kind of between your seat bolts on the back of the bike. If you start getting stuck or you need to be towed or pulled, it's a great latch point. So like when we used to do like gnarly extreme enduro before we were any that good, these things were around. We had Tugger straps on there, so I could like ride halfway up a hill, and then my minder, my buddy who was going to make sure I got up there, would reach out and grab that thing, and then we could drag the bike up the hill.
Yep.
That's what a Tugger's for.
Something to grab, to pull on.
Yeah. Ashley, thanks. I would probably stick with gas since electrics are pretty rare in North Idaho. Also, we can't ride anywhere pretty much. Okay. Yeah. Gas is good. Tugler. I hardly know her. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That should be, that isn't the tagline on the packaging? No, it's Highline Recreation. Go to thetugger.com. I'm serious. Go to thetugger.com.
It says Tugger, you'll never be alone.
Gene, you're tilting the angle of the.
You guys drug me there.
You're tilting the angle of the toilet flush from up back down to Vegas. Yeah, it's a thing. So
you realize, of course, Jimmy's been trying to get us to come over here for about in excess of 3 months before you.
I thought we were going to get through this whole show without going here.
See how he interrupts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were in Florida even before you went to Florida, right?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
A couple months ago.
He's been trying to get us to come over here, bribing us, taking us to La Fonda, our favorite Mexican restaurant, which is now defunct. So we came over here with dreams of the luxurious La Fonda, chips and salsa. The place is closed.
Well, we were with the master of navigation, right? The motorcycle industry master of navigation.
And we drove by it 3 times.
Right.
We did.
On the other side
this
of
is
town,
true.
with him in the back, making excuses.
Navigating.
Navigating.
I don't work good in the back.
Yep. And then we went to Romero's, and it was great. And who bought? Not Jimmy. Who got a free hat and some other swag?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. What did Gene pay for? Nothing, because he drove. Does anybody have any more questions?
Yeah.
Does anybody have a speedway motorcycle question or speedway rate? Like, do you want to know the difference between a long track and a small track here in the United States, like at Industry Racing? Because over in Poland, man, they are hauling ass, 500 cc's, wide open, up in the
Alcohol.
saw stuff.
Nitro. Alcohol?
Any questions?
No brakes.
No brakes.
No brakes. No brakes.
Yeah. Yeah, ask your Speedway and Speedway bike related questions right here in Tech Talk Taco Tuesday for at least the next 2 minutes before Jerry has to
How
go to
about Hot
bed.
Shoe Hall of Fame questions?
Yeah, Hot Shoe Hall of Fame questions.
We can answer those.
Yep.
Yep. Well, either that or I'll tell my joke.
We could play another episode of Moto World 2 Rev It Up, something like that. But you can also search that. You can go watch that on your own time.
Yes, watch it on your own time.
Yeah,
Make
so-
sure you like and subscribe.
So, Clint, reach out to me about the Roosterendo win. Thank you very much for submitting. If you want to submit your bike for Roosterendo, send it to jimmy@dirtbiketest.com. And, we will put those on the show. Clint says, YSR or WTF?
Jerry, favorite episode from Moto World 2. Which one should I watch as someone born in but hardly remembers the early 90s? You know, you can't go wrong with the Incas Rally shows. There's 2 of them, so you get 30 minutes each. It was a double header. Also, there's shows when we went over to Italy and we hung out with Franco Acerbi. I believe there was 2 shows from Italy as well. And that show was the one that garnered us the first ever Cable Ace nomination for ESPN2, and then we backed it up the following year. But I would start out with the Incas Rally. Jimmy was there. It was one of the greatest adventures I've ever been on in my whole life. It was challenging to host the show and compete in the race, but it was just unbelievable. Franco Acerbi, so generous. I remember him saying, you know, he took us all over there, about 110 people, right?
Mhm.
Paid for everything. It was unbelievable. They were all week. And I remember Franco saying, I don't care how much of the passion. No, I don't care how much of the money. I care how much of the passion. If he saw us having fun, he was happy. So Incas Rally, 2 shows. Italy show, 2 shows. And then there's so much stuff with McGrath.
The Speedway show.
The Speedway show, Gene's track. That's a good one. Down at the Victorville Speedway with Gene Woods and the late Doug DeMocus, the Wheelie King, Rocket Rick Staten jumping 14 cars to flat, then smashing into the wall and getting up and laughing at everyone.
Back to Franco, and this is a question I have. Like, is there anybody in the industry that's doing that? Like, you know, he was a sponsor of a lot of events and things like that, but just what he said, he doesn't care about the money, he cares about the passion. And Franco saved me from a life of slavery in Zurat, Mauritania. That's a longer story that I've told a couple times. But the things that, like the Incas Rally that he put on, you know, and it was definitely a media stunt and a promotion. You know, but it was a race, and he wanted to have racing, but he wanted to make it different and fun. It was like reality TV before there was reality. It was reality racing TV before there was such a thing.
But also adding to that, when you invite 26 guys, it was. Here's the format loosely. It was 2-man teams. And why? Jimmy asked me, why did Chris Smith keep looking over his shoulder to me? Chris Smith is on a CR250. He's a 6-time gold medalist at the 6 days. I'm just an expert level off-roader. I'm on a big 650. I had never, ever ridden a big 650 Honda before I got there. They pointed at it. They go,
There's your bike.
There's your bike. And I'm like, fuck. I mounted up on Oprah. So the rule was you had to finish as a team. So Chris could just smoke me all day long, and then he could go sit at the finish line and pick his nose for 20 minutes. And then when I rolled in, the rule was we had to cross the finish line together. So we kept as a team. So basically our finish at that race was based on how fast I could go. And it wasn't like he was babying me. We were going fast. Jimmy and Nicoli, they're both wicked fast guys. They were in front of us the whole week. They finished first all week.
If it had to do with like racing a motorcycle, pure racing, which there wasn't a whole lot of it, except for the road race and Aaron Yates and Mark, what was his name? The road racers, they won that.
Mark McDaniels and Aaron Yates.
Yeah, remember they because they wanted to have something for everybody, and so we unloaded out of the plane. That plane ride we showed at the beginning of the show, we unloaded out of the plane. They rolled the bikes out of the cargo plane, and they lined them up and they laid out on the tarmac of the runway. They wrote a road race course.
That was after the morning, the greasy. We were in the Amazon in Puerto Maldonado, and it was raining all morning. And we sat under the eaves of a store and waited for the rain to subside. And then finally, Franco said, "Okay, we're going to race. We're racing 3 hours, no matter what." And it was a 15-mile course. And Kevin Hines, me, Chris Smith, Nicoli, and Jimmy Lewis were the only people to go around 2.5 times. Everybody else only made one lap because of the greasy bottlenecks and the crossings. It was 15-mile laps, 15-mile loop, and it took us 3 hours to go around 2.5 times. I think we did just under 40 miles in 3 hours. So that's what the conditions were like. So then leading to what you said about Aaron Yates and Mark McDaniels, later on we had a second special test. We went to the airport and they laid out cones and we had a road racing,
on knobbies.
On knobbies. There was no barriers or anything, so it was just in cones. But everybody's out there I hoolied my bike. I almost ate shit, whipped it, the ass end slid out. It was like, fuck. But of course, Aaron Yates and Mark McDaniels, I believe they won. They won that special test. Here's another thing, and I just found out this is the truth. We went to, we took a train out to the town where, what's the mountain?
It was the Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu. So we go out to Machu Picchu on a train. It's about a 2-3 hour ride. We're in a cattle car in the back. Behind us is a second cattle car with all the motorcycles. All the other people, the support people and the families, they're in a nice regular cart in the front. We get there, we unload. Everybody's like, "Oh, wow, look at all these guys in neon gear." Sinisalo days, way back in the day, 30 years ago. Franco didn't even tell anyone in the town he was coming. He shows up and he says, "I'm here for the race." And the guys that are in charge of the town are like, "What race?" He goes, "The big race. I have everybody here." And there was a big hubbub. The mayor was freaking out. Bill Broth just told me this like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He goes to Franco. Franco goes to him, gives him a bunch of money. He goes, "Here, go fix this with the mayor." Bill went over there with a bunch of money, made some donations to the town. They had a couple of drinks of wine and whatnot. Next thing you know, we got a time special test from the bridge at the bottom of Machu Picchu up this windy road.
And only buses go
up and down there. Yeah. Serpentine. You know when they tar the road and then they lay sand down? I don't know what they put some tar or some down. Then they spread all sand. Well,
it was dirt.
Yeah. No, it was fake asphalt, but there was sand in the middle, tire tracks from the bus, and then sand on either side. Serpentine up the mountain. The bus takes 25 minutes to get to the top to Machu Picchu. We did it in 7 minutes flat.
Kevin Hines won that. You did really good.
I
got second. I was the fastest 4-stroke.
Yeah. And you were riding a KLX
300. Yeah, I was surprised I beat Arnaldo. I was surprised I beat Arnaldo at that, but he's more like enduro single track stuff. And
but I'm just saying, like, Franco has the balls to roll up there with a pocket full of cash. Says we're here for the race, and the mayor's like, "What the fuck?"
It wasn't a very big town.
No, but it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah. And then
we were supposed to ride there on trails.
What?
We were supposed to ride down there on trails, and it did just like it because of some of the rains, and then also the ability levels of some of the guys weren't as high as they had thought. I mean, like Kevin's partner was Fred Bramblett, who was Scott Summers' mechanic at the time.
Scott Summers was supposed to be teamed up with Kevin Hines, and then for some reason he couldn't show up. So Fred Bramblett, who's a little bit robust, bigger guy, and I love Fred.
Not an icon of physical fitness.
Right. No, great guy, though, loves to ride, but he's a big boy, you know? So Hines gets stuck with him. If it was no knock on you and Nicoli, if Hines and Scott Summers were there racing together, a lot of people would have their hands full.
Yeah, that would have
been. Kevin Hines is an animal. Yeah. 1987 Enduro champion.
Yeah, I mean, in the fact that because the tests where Arnaldo and I really sucked at was like, when we had to like load the bike up on the raft, we were fighting each other, and then they also paid our raft guy to try to make us go through rapids and then miss the unloading point.
That special test, we had to ride up a bony-ass road on the edge of a mountainside, bony-ass rocks for about, I don't know, maybe 10 miles wide open, crossed a bridge, and then they had all guys with rubber rafts with pallets in them. We had to load our bikes on them and go down Class 3 rapids. We rode down Class 3 rapids with our motorcycles, and everybody had a guy steering in the back. Hour and a half straight paddling, unload the bikes, and then up loose dirt at an angle off camber to hit the clock for the special test. Who won that one?
Did you guys win it?
Yeah, me and Chris Smith
Yeah,
did.
our
But
guy,
the funny
our
thing,
our guy, we were so wasted that because it was high altitude.
It was
high. It was high altitude. We were paddling, and all Arnauto was yelling at us, "Die, die, die," which means go in Italian.
Go.
Yeah, he's like, "Die," and I think he's like, he wants to kill me. He wants to fucking kill me because he has the look of a very possessed man. He's very passionate about his winning, and so we're going down there the whole time we're paddling, and we were wasting. And our guy, we missed the end. Like we were on the other side of the river, and we barely made. We went too far down. And we had a paddle coming back, and it was
against the current.
And so we get, and we're like, we're riding our bikes up cliffs, up rocks to get up to the finish line. Not the easy place you guys rode up, but the thing is, we get done, and we're just sitting there, just exhausted, and we look at our guy that was our guy in the boat. He's almost dying, and we didn't know they paid him to. So when we were paddling forward, and he's a gnarly raft guy, he was paddling back because he got paid money for every position we didn't.
Who says that?
We didn't finish. Bill told me this.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So, but
I'll get in touch with Bill to confirm that, and I'll get back to you people.
Yeah, but it was the time was all made up in the paddling. Because remember there was some guys that were just because it was high altitude, they were wasted from paddling a little bit, and then because I remember we're in those flats and we're just digging, and everybody else is just like.
The funny thing too is this guy's question is kind of pertains to what I'm about to say. When we were leaving, all the tourists were pissed off at us because we showed up and we pretty much took over the whole joint. It was a spectacle. And then Baroth says, "Hey, give me a double up, give me a ride down the mountain." So he jumped on the back of my 650, and we just putted down. It's serpentine all the way back down. And when you're racing, you're looking where you want to go. Well, when we're riding down, we're kind of looking out of the hairpins. And
off the cliffs.
Yeah, off the cliffs. And I'm like, fuck, if you made a mistake here, I mean, I've raced the Pikes Peak Hill Climb.
Yeah, me
and
too.
Guy told me there's 152 turns. You can't remember all of them. Remember the bad ones.
Gene, have you done Pikes Peak?
No. I'm going to say Moto World 2. Watch the video, YouTube.
So anyhow, yeah, it was pretty cool riding back down there, me and Baroth, and I'm just looking off the edges of the cliffs. I'm like, oh, dude, if you slipped and made one mistake here.
I did ride the Superbikers in the Olympiad, though.
Yep, and your truck was sponsored by
Monster. First guy sponsored by Monster.
Deja Vu and Hustler. That was my NASCAR.
Yeah.
Deja Vu, yeah. And Jerry hit you up for like some product sponsorship
on the Monster deal.
No,
Deja Vu.
He was always Red Bull.
Oh, yeah. That's another story.
Hundreds of beautiful girls.
That's a long story.
Hundreds of beautiful girls, 3 ugly ones.
Okay.
Gene had a race truck with a stripper pole in it. Swear to God.
Yeah.
How do I know that?
You were there.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, everybody, we've satisfied our 2 hours of penance to give back to the motorcycle community at this amazing show we call Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, where we talk about speedway racing, Moto World 2, and the life and times of Jimmy and Jerry in Peru.
And the fact that it was sponsored by Yamaha, Bulletproof, Tugger, Stardust Video, Taco Moto, Climb, Tugger, Fuck You Racing, and Gene Woods Racing Experience 450 Fremont Street. Come and do drift go-karts with us. And the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame event February 6th, which is free. Go on to the website, which is
hotshoe.com.
Yeah, and if you go to Gene Woods Racing and you say I can beat Jimmy, they'll charge you $10 extra.
And I'm going to call up Pulp MX and Whiskey Throttle and Gypsy Tales and ask them if they want to be on our podcast. And then I'm going to say, I'm fucking kidding. Have a nice day.
Okay, everybody, we'll see you out in the trail. I think Jerry just broke the internets with that one. So, Susie wants your joke. I'm turning the volume.